Alright, it's time to do a chick tract, camels in the tent. Chat has decided. This is going to be weird. For those who are watching this later on YouTube, we're doing a live stream show on Mondays now, although this one is happening on Tuesday, usually Mondays. So we're doing this live. We'll do it live, as Bill O'Reilly once said. So it's a little different. We're going to be on screen, fortunately or unfortunately, in this case. Should I take us off screen? Because normally we're not on screen during the chick tract readings.
I don't know.
We'll leave us on and see how it goes. And if people want us to turn it off, we'll turn it off. So this is
kind of, although it's kind of fun because we get pretty animated when we do it.
Sure. Yeah. So other than that, I guess we're just going to do it. I don't have a lot of preamble.
No, there doesn't need to be much preamble. This is about a camel. It's a story of a camel and a man.
I think it's going to be about a camel and a man and being racist, probably.
Nick Bush, thanks for the $2 dues. Hungry eyes. What's the rest of that song? How does that go? That was close.
That's exactly how it sounds. Those are the lyrics.
Wait a minute. With those hungry eyes. Is it one look and I can't disguise that I've got hungry eyes. I feel the magic between you and I. There it is.
Okay.
All right. I'm ready. I'm going to be every animal in this, and Hannah is going to be all the humans. Okay.
One wintry night, a camel did say,
"Let me put my nose in the tent if I may."
Of course!
Why are we rhyming?
The conservatives are still mad that Dr. Seuss's company stopped publishing some of the books, so...
This is racist, Dr. Seuss. Okay. Alright.
Of course, said the sheik, and in the nose went, and warmed right up in the heat of the tent. Okay, I didn't expect the rhyming. The rhyming is charming to me.
I didn't expect it either, yeah. So this man's BTUs, there's a lot of them. And so he's using man heat for his nose, as you do.
Yeah.
You could also eat ass.
That's not. Why would that be your ideal? What?
It's not my ideal.
I don't even think the anus is the hottest part of the body in terms of like actual temperature.
No, but I mean, like, if you want your nose warm, what are you gonna do? Stick it between them cheeks. I can warm my neck, also, my master,
said he. Why not? Said the sheik. It doesn't matter to me.
I like that he has just your voice.
I feel like the rhyme scheme is falling apart a little bit. It doesn't matter to me. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
What's a sheik sound like?
He's like, okay, well, we'll upgrade to neck, okay, which is a little bit more than before. Okay.
The camel looked about, feeling warmth on his face.
Can I pull in my forelegs? You have plenty of space. I call these forelegs.
Is this just going to be basically the giving tree, but in this case, it's the camel's going to come all the way into the tent, and it's going to destroy the tent?
I hope he doesn't come in the tent. That'd be weird. If you're a camel, do you call those your forelegs or your arms?
I think you call them. I think you call them.
That's not what camels sound like.
Oh, you're an expert on camel noises?
Camels only rhyme.
Hold on, no.
It's well known.
Camel noise. We're doing it live. Camel sound. Noise. I was spot on. Okay.
Wait.
Chat.
I got it.
Can I get some kudos for that? Okay. I've never heard a camel in my life, and I was spot on. That's my superpower. My mutant ability is I can look at any animal and know exactly the noise that animal will make.
Okay, so it was more of like a George Lucas sand people noise. It was like,
you went a little Chewbacca on that. That sounded a little bit like Chewbacca. No, but sometimes he goes,
whatever. Anyway, so I stuck my forelegs in. And then you have to continue.
Said the sheik to the camel, I don't care, go ahead, and he rolled a bit over, making space in his bed. The flap is still open, I've let in the cold, may I... Oh,
no, that's
sorry.
me. That's
I'm
me.
sorry.
You suck.
I'm sorry. They need to color code. They need to color code these things. Okay.
Just look. You got cues right here, and you didn't even do the camel voice.
And he rolled a bit over, making space in his bed.
There you go.
The flap is still open. I've let that in the cold. May I come all the way in?
Asked the camel, quite bold.
There you go. Read. Yeah, you got it. You're close. This is pretend that this has a very Christmas play feel to it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
We have to be beat for beat here.
Are you? Is that because of the Grinch? Are you associating rhyming with the Grinch?
Well, it also just feels like night before Christmas feels like Dickensian.
Dickensian. There's a child just off screen begging for more gruel.
Well, I have a question about this. What's the tent pinned to? That's sand.
Hey, okay.
That's sand.
The artists for Chick Tracts don't know much. They don't know about tents or the desert or camels or art.
I mean, there
are
hard parts
they're doing their
in
best.
the desert. This just doesn't look like one of those.
Can I just point out that look at the stars?
That's the Islam moon.
Yeah, it is. But the stars are
stars.
incredibly asymmetrical, and it bothers me more
No,
than it should.
those are really good. That's how stars are.
Okay. I don't know enough about science to refute that.
Stars look like.
The sheik, he just grunted and rolled to his right. And the camel, he squeezed in with all his might. Now he said, I see there is not room for two. One of us must go, and that person is you!
That was me, again.
Oh.
Pretty bad at this. But also, you went right past where the camel squeezed in with all of his might. This is TOS. This is not actually. Did you see those videos that one guy was doing? He does these videos. I think he's a porn person, and he does
the one where he puts stuff in his butt.
He puts stuff in his butt or other people's butt, but there's there's just like a
Sheet.
curtain.
Yeah, how is that?
That's not. Look. I'm all for it. Go for it. Do whatever you want. But if you can do that, why can't I say some things on here? You know what I mean? Like, maybe if you can actually stick things in your asshole, but it's just like behind
privacy
genuinely.
I think the YouTube clearly just wants us to turn this channel into sticking stuff into our butts, which I'm in favor of. But
I'll you know what? If that's the way that this gig is going, I'll adapt.
If you had told me that our YouTube career would devolve into ass play in 2012, I would have said that tracks.
Anyway, now he said, which is the camel.
I see there's no room for two. One of us must go, and that person is you.
And he pushed the sheik out until it was day, and scared him, and chased him, and frightened him away. Ooh, again, the rhyme scheme. But if he spent all night chasing him away, then neither of them. This is game theory 101. Now neither of them are warm.
Yeah, that's not how that works. Unless they're warmed up from the workout, like the cardio involved with evicting your former sheik.
Why
is it the end? What's the end?
No,
the end
it's like a little story within the story. It's
Oh, we're doing okay. This is like the prologue.
Yeah.
All right.
Our camel lives in the Middle East, like in Egypt and Arabia, where the people worship. Oh, it's not rhyming anymore. I'm so used to the rhymes
Our
that I was.
Our camel lives in the Middle East.
I was searching,
like in Egypt and Arabia East.
I was searching for the rhyme scheme. There was none to be found.
More like rhyme ski.
Our camel lives in the Middle East, like in Egypt and Arabia. Thank you. I appreciate explaining the Middle East. Where the people worship Allah. Like our camel, there are people who move in and take over not just tents, but entire countries.
The United States.
I have a
Is this
feeling
anti-imperialist suddenly.
I don't think chick tracts are about to get based, which makes this the most hypocritical statement in the history of chick tracts.
It looks like there's no things in here, so I'll just do the odd number of pages at this point. Then that way you can just do the whole thing because there's not really those who worship Allah have a very big religion. This is written by an 8-year-old. It might be the largest in the world, but who could count? Who would take the time?
Christianity is still the largest religion in the world.
It's called Islam or Islam. Many people are afraid of them because of what their beliefs tell them to do.
Glass houses.
How many people are they? Around 1.5 billion. And still growing. They pray to Allah 5 times a day. And those are all the people that do that.
They all just hang out at Mecca all day, every day.
All 1.5 billion of them. Richard Rowe, thanks for the $5 reduce. I feel like ass play would be kind of a lateral move from the Y hole. Technically, it's only lateral if they are on the slab. So yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. I couldn't see you, but I felt the disappointment. Okay. If you say anything bad about Allah or his prophet Muhammad, some of them will try to hurt you. Here's how Islam got started.
And no one has threatened Lil Nas X over depictions of Satan in 1 minute of... I watched that for the first time today. I've talked about the Lil Nas video thing, but I didn't realize until I watched it today, the Satan part only makes up like 30 seconds of that video. It's not even...
end of it.
It's not the majority of the video. And then he kills Satan. That's pretty good.
Takes over. Spoilers for that song, or I guess the video. You can't tell gay people are going to hell forever, and then when they do it, get mad.
Yeah.
Pretty dumb.
Ancient warring. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. Well, here's how Islam got started. Here's the true history of it. There's a demon involved in Mecca.
Ancient warring Arab tribes gathered peacefully at the Kaaba. They called it the House of Gods because it had 360 idols inside. 5 of these idols belonged to Muhammad's, Quraysh tribe, located in Mecca. Ancient Arabs believed that Allah, the moon god, married the sun goddess, and they had 3 powerful daughters. Oh God, what? Oh no! But Allah is just the word for God, and it's the same God as the God of the Bible. It's still Yeshua, although they call him
and Yeshua's the same, and that's the same God as the God of like, you know, the like Akkadian stuff. Like
I think was the
reformatted little kind of like Homelander. He's the Homelander. Not Superman. He's just Homelander.
But which one of these could lead the violent religion that was about to rise up? Oh my God. Oh no. Are we just going to ignore the entirety of Christian history? Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep. Muhammad became the spokesman. It all began in a cave when a powerful force grabbed him. And the powerful force was a guy in a fursuit without the hat part on.
Mm.
He was at a con, and he's like, "Hey."
He was getting dry cleaned, that part.
Just this.
Just the helmet.
All right. Hold on. Now I have backstory we need to fill in. Why is just the top getting dry cleaned?
You know why. You know why. Don't make me say it.
So he was wearing a bib. Okay. First, it strangled him, causing seizures. Oh, jeez. Well, it doesn't sound like he died from the strangling, then. It sounds like he died from the seizures, right?
He didn't die at all. He went on
to... You can't blame it on the seizures. Or maybe he died from the seizures, not the strangling. Right? Some George Floyd trial for you guys? Hold on. Then it commanded him, recite. Muhammad believed it was the devil.
No, he did not. No, he did. I like that their source for that is a book written in 2007.
That's true. By Chick Publications. Somehow his rich wife and her cousin could interpret his visions for him?
Wait, is Chick Tracts all of a sudden skeptical of religious visions that people get? Because the Bible's full of a lot of that.
It is.
Just saying.
It is. I mean, a guy went up to a mountain, looked at some smoke, and was like, I guess I'm going to listen to that while I asphyxiate.
It was no devil. He was an angel.
You are a prophet of the top god Allah.
Later, these visions... Oh, wait, this is yours. Sorry.
The top god.
I think they're still trying to imply that Islam is polytheistic, even though it's not. Which was like a big part of Islam spreading throughout the region, was that it usurped polytheism in many places. Whatever.
It reformed the reform. It was a counter reform of Christianity. It was like, nah, just a prophet. Later, these visions from Allah were written into the book called the Quran. Don't know it. Never heard of it. Quran. Oh, look, it's a little that's a D&D monster. I forget what they're called.
Muhammad became very powerful. He cleared the Kaaba of all its idols. Again, this is because Islam came in and destroyed polytheism in the Middle East, basically.
And then it's well known that Muhammad got rid of the flying snakes. He got rid of what is that? An anteater? Like a Buddhist anteater?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then just a tentacle, just someone's hentai.
Okay.
Yeah.
He got rid of all his competition so he could choose one god for the Arab world.
That's what. That's literally what the Bible explains. This. What?
We like monotheism, but that's the wrong one.
Okay. All right.
The words of the true God meant nothing to Muhammad. He was on a mission. Notice the crescent.
Notice the crescent. What? Okay.
Muhammad, this would be like if I looked at Christianity and various religious artifacts and it was like, notice the crucifix. Yahweh is a cross god, and he is like, it's just like, yeah, there's certain religious symbols that get used, but that's not... You know about reading books by their cover and not actually understanding the substance of them? Chick Tract is real good at that. Muhammad.
That's how I read Dean Koontz books.
Muhammad threw away the moon god idol, but kept the name Allah. Allah is the literal word for God. It would be like, how do I put this? It would be like saying, "Oh, Rome." Let's imagine Romans spoke English. They didn't, but let's pretend for a second. It'd be like if the Romans were like, oh, the Romans used to believe in these Roman gods. Who's the version of Zeus for Rome?
Saturn, I believe.
Saturn, whatever the
Jupiter?
head. Jupiter. I think it's Jupiter. Either way, and they called Jupiter God because it was a god, and then later Christianity takes over, and they also call that God,
right.
Being like, they kept the name God. It's like, well, yeah, that has a meaning. They're both gods in the colloquial whatever. Anyway, and said it was the only god, and soon
Muhammad's religion caught fire. His army used the sword without mercy. Crusades? It was a two-way street. Christians did okay. Say it.
There is no God,
I will stab the shit out of you. Okay, good.
There is no God, but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet.
I didn't feel like you stabbed you.
It's a good thing Christianity has never spread its religion at the point of a sword or gun. No. Otherwise, this would be really embarrassing.
Definitely not. It will instill terror into the hearts of the unbelievers. That sounds Christian. That just sounds Christian. Smite ye above their necks and smite all their fingertips off them. They burned cities, tortured and killed men, R-worded and enslaved women, all for Allah and his prophet Muhammad.
One sec.
No Christian's ever done that. Not once. Never happened. Sits at Hannah's feet. Hannah doesn't have feet.
That's
she
true.
Has socks.
I was drawn by Rob Liefeld. True story.
True. What'd you say hold on for? What are we?
I was
what are we
look.
doing?
I was
Is there a thing?
googling the Crusades. It was a visual joke.
Oh well, I can't see that. So that's okay though. Here's how they invade today.
Oh
First,
no.
oh here. Well, that's you actually, but
First, they're peaceful until they gain power. Then look out. England is losing control and is closer to accepting Sharia law.
when was this made? When the fuck was this?
Scroll up to the top and it should have a copyright date.
2012 hasn't happened yet. Been almost a decade. Okay.
Jesus Christ. This is their pattern for conquest. Infiltrate, populate. Ugh, that's some
Grow large families and recruit others.
That's some Nazi rhetoric. Legislate, decimate, and eliminate. Oh, gross.
By the way, Sharia is not always interpreted the same. Like Sharia law, people think like hardcore burqa. That's not necessarily the case. Sharia is it's different. This doesn't mean one specific set of laws. Although I will say, like, I don't like any sort of conservative anything laws,
Correct.
whether they're religiously informed or otherwise. So I am against them. That said, it's not just like Sharia law doesn't mean I have an AK-47 and a ski mask and a rad Naruto headband or Naruto headband and shoot the infidels with it. That's not what that means.
No.
Hey, the Camel's moving into our tent. Uh-oh, it's an American flag tent. Holy shit. But we put a flag on it. That means we own it now. May I come all the way in?
Of course, we're a tolerant nation.
Oh, those goddamn Barack Obamas letting all the camels in. How dare someone try to call me in the middle of it? Don't they know what's happening right now? What the shit? Even our leaders are afraid. Ooh, but they still say Islam is a religion of peace. Who was this guy, Muhammad? Or wait, who was this guy, Muhammad? Are they asking Muhammad or are they asking about Muhammad?
Yeah, I think the commas. I think that's
the
not
comma
supposed to have a
fucked it
comma
up.
in there. Yeah.
Why do so many people die for him to this very... You don't need that comma either. Why do so many people die? Okay. So as far as religion being peaceful and shit like that, none of them are, really. And I definitely agree that there's obviously an extremism problem in Islam, and that hasn't changed. But also... American hegemony and the military-industrial complex have done no favors in stemming the tide of extremism in any country that has brown folks or beliefs that differ from us, whether it's a different economic system or religious belief than the majority of what you would consider America to be. So, I mean, like, have you considered stop decimating their countries? Maybe they wouldn't not like you as much. It's possible. I am the prophet of Allah. There he is. He's doing it. He's always got a sword. Good
Yeah.
for him.
Curved swords.
Well,
Skyrim joke.
He was white and owned black slaves. Okay.
Muhammad was not what we would consider white. I don't think it matters either way, but, like... No. Mm-mm.
One of his 23 wives was 6 years old.
Yeah.
True. He R-worded, lied, murdered, and his teachings send millions to their death. This is not different,
No.
really. No. Okay. Muhammad died and is now in hell. Oh, well, that seals it.
I like that bullet point like it's a fact. Like, I mean, he's definitely dead. But, like, they're like, we saw him. We saw him go to hell.
He's in hell. It's a fact.
It was like...
Jesus also went to hell, for the record, for a little bit.
It's like at the end of Jason Goes to Hell when Freddy Krueger's glove came up and was like, and took his mask.
Is that like the end of that?
Yeah.
In that hell was involved?
Yes. I think Freddy Krueger probably also took Muhammad to hell. Don't
Come here,
sleep with
bitch.
6-year-olds.
Look at what Muhammad taught.
You know what? That's actually probably not true. Freddy Krueger also was probably a child. I don't want to say the words that are, because YouTube. Freddy Krueger also is implied to. Next panel.
Freddy Krueger really. He voted for Matt Getz. We did it. Okay, so page 14.
Muhammad taught that Satan stays in the upper part of your nose at night. When you awake, wash him out. He said,
Wait. Do Muslim practitioners wash their nose like navaj?
I have
like a nasal cleanse, like a neti pot.
I have no idea where this claim is coming from.
Well, it says Bukhari and Muslim, like it has like the things, but I'm just interested in practicing Muslims. Like, is there anybody in chat that did neti pots in the morning because you were Muslim? Frankly, I think a nice olfactory cleanse would make a lot of sense. Be nice and might help me. Anyway, go ahead. That's interesting.
He said, I was shown the hellfire, and that the majority of its dwellers were women who were ungrateful.
Goddamn ungrateful women.
Oh. It's a shame that they still have to wear, according to this image at least, they still have to wear the headdresses and everything. That's got to be unbearably warm.
They do a nasal douche during prayer. Okay, I don't believe you.
Muhammad said...
Yeah.
Muhammad said some Jewish individuals were polymorphed into monkeys, pigs, and rats.
Various animals of the animal kingdom.
It's a really good thing Christianity doesn't have any history of anti-Semitism, or else this would be embarrassing.
Super embarrassing.
He rudely said that Ethiopians have a head like a raisin. That's a very specific insult that I don't understand. Whatever. Muhammad believed these things, but he hated the Bible. You know why? Muhammad did not hate the Bible. The Quran references the Bible multiple times.
Yeah. They just believed that it wasn't that Jesus wasn't the savior. Anyway, I always love this version of the cosmos where God sort of rolls it out like marbles in the end of Men in Black. Muhammad hated the Bible because it tells us Jesus Christ, not Allah, created the universe. It doesn't say that Jesus Christ created the universe, but that's okay. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything that was made. One of God's chief angels, Lucifer, rebelled and was tossed out of heaven. Lucifer is known as Satan, and his fallen angels are the devils. Jesus prepared a future place of punishment for them. It's called Lake of Fire. Wait, so Muhammad hates the Bible because of that, or did they just tack this other panel on?
I think they just tacked it on. Every chick track has to be the exact same number of pages, so they just gotta make sure it hits that page count. I think it's 22.
Ooh, fire sword. That's cool.
Jesus created Adam and Eve, our first parents. They had a perfect world, but Satan tempted them to rebel against God. They were cast out of paradise. Sinful mankind became the enemies of God.
I love calling Adam and Eve our first parents because now I'm imagining Adam on his mower making his lawn real straight. the lines, making them real good. Having like boat shoes, little khaki action. Adam's your dad.
No, Adam's not my dad. He's never.
Adam's your dad.
Adam's never been transphobic to me, so he cannot be my dad.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else, and I was gonna have to respond to you. No, that means that's a daddy, but we didn't go there, so that's fine.
Oh boy, sin took away all hope of going to heaven. The only other place was made for the devil and his angels. So God's son Jesus came to shed his blood to wash away our sins and save us from hellfire. Now you
guys know you know the drill.
I got that song from Hunchback stuck in my head now.
How's it go?
Hellfire,
That's pretty close to something.
Yeah, it sounds like a song.
It's pretty good. Yeah. That was a melody. There weren't many words involved. No. I don't know the words.
I can either say words or I can try and sustain a note. I can't do both at the same time.
We're gonna hum.
You should heard my rendition of Ice Ice Baby on stream the other day. He would have been incredibly disappointed.
I'd love to hear it in a second. Jesus, God the Son, became a man and allowed sinful men to put him on the cross. And he said, he looks like Bob Ross without the fro in this. I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto me by the Father but me. And then he said, there are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. Yeah, beat the devil out of it, and maybe this tree lives over here in his little space. Jesus shed his blood on the cross and he died and stuff. Anyway, wait, Muhammad. Oh, this is a nice flex. After 3 days, Jesus rose from the dead. Muhammad couldn't do that, but Jesus did because he's God Almighty. Take that, you bitch, you fucking loser. Imagine being mortal. Yikes.
All who believe Jesus may ask him to forgive them and come to live inside
Look
them.
at they did the arrow again. That's that Jesus arrow.
Yeah.
Did you call it something specific before? I forget.
I don't remember.
I'd
like to think that's just Jesus's actual corporeal form, but human beings would be freaked out at a sentient arrow being God. So
he's a clip art arrow.
Yeah. The universe is weird enough that would probably be closer to the truth than him being a bipedal human man.
Jesus is the red or yellow arrow on the thumbnails of a million clickbait YouTube videos.
Clippy is a demigod.
Pasty cake! Thanks for the $5 dues. Yep, God sacrificed his son to himself to satisfy himself and convince himself not to send you or me to a place that made for someone else. That's true. That's true. That's exactly how it works.
He saves them all from hell and will take them to heaven because his believers are his true church. But 600 years after Jesus rose, Muhammad blocked Arabs from believing in him. There is no God but Allah. Muhammad...
Oh, there's this trusty vulture. That's true. That's how that worked. He was a ranger. He multi-classed from cleric and ranger.
Muhammad hated the Lord and his holy scriptures, and he called him a liar.
Muhammad insulted the Lord Jesus when he taught Jesus was a slave of Allah. Oof.
I'm pretty sure they just say Jesus is a prophet. He's a prophet.
Jesus was not... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if Jesus is a slave to Allah, then so is Muhammad, because they're both prophets.
Right. And I think they think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus was not God's son. Anybody who believes he was is damned to hell. Okay. And so, I mean, Jewish people are I don't know if they'd say it so harshly, but yeah, I think that's very similar. Jesus never died on the cross for anyone's sins. Okay. For 1.5 billion Muslims, John 3:16 is blasphemy. At his trial, the high priest asked Jesus, "Art thou the Christ, the Son of the blessed God?" He said, "I
am."
Can a prophet lie?
Yeah.
No,
yes,
apparently.
they can, though, but they can.
Wait. What if it was more ethical for a prophet to lie?
Like, what if someone came up to Jesus and like, "Jesus, do you like my new boots?" And Jesus was like,
"Oh, fuck. I really fucking hate those boots, but I really like Jerry. Oh, man. It's Jer. Those are good boots." And then he's cast into the lake of fire for eternity. That's how it works.
The worst part is they were actually okay boots. They just have different tastes.
Decent boots. Yeah, to each their own. But Muhammad's lies will cost the poor Muslims their soul.
Yikes. Islam's days are numbered. I definitely don't think
disagree.
It's the second largest religion on the planet. I do not think that's the case.
I'll bet against that.
I'll put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, Ezekiel 38:4. Around 570 BC, the prophet Ezekiel foretold the destruction of both Russian and Islamic armies in a world war. Something tells me that did not happen.
The Gog Magog stuff it always comes up in these stupid books.
Yeah. When Russia, Magog, attacks Israel, Iran, Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, and other Muslims will join to slaughter the little Jewish nation. What happens? Will Israel survive? You bet they will. Watch how Jesus Christ moves against his enemies. With nuclear arms, would be my guess.
God will unleash his fury against them, giant earthquakes, and overflowing rain, and great hailstones, fire, and brimstone. Their armies will turn on each other, and it will take 7 months to bury all the dead. Russia and Islam are ruined.
How do you? That doesn't even make sense because it's a
Russia wasn't a thing for the record. Like, it wasn't a thing. So.
It's a whole religion. It's a whole like.
It's a whole one.
What? Like, there are plenty of people in the United States who believe in Islam. Like, even if countries in the Middle East somehow got together and were like, we're going to destroy Israel. First of all, that would be a terrible decision based on alliances and how they work right now. But, like, even if someone was a sick fuck and one of the most evil people on earth and decided to, like, glass the Middle East, it wouldn't end Islam at all. What the hell?
I don't know. Then Jesus, that's what Jesus looks like. Then Jesus will rule the world for 1,000 years in his second coming. If you're a 1,000-year king, get a better hat.
Yeah,
I've seen better hats in I don't know, concept art. Get a cool hat. Get a non-Euclidean hat. Get one that really fucks with me.
Okay, Jesus could probably do that.
Right, I'm saying get one that blows my goddamn mind. And I go, wow, that's a 1,000-year hat right there. You're never gonna need another hat for 1,000 years.
Have MC Escher come back from hell to.
I thought you were gonna say M. Night Shyamalan. I'm like, no. Keep him in hell.
Both of them, MC Escher and Shyamalan. So it's visually confusing, and there's a narrative twist somehow in a hat. Jesus can do it. Okay. Every time you look at this hat, it'll be the same feeling you got when you saw The Sixth Sense for the first time.
Nick Bush with $2. I'm surprised he didn't cite Ezekiel 25:17. Good old Pulp Fiction reference there. Pulp Fiction reference. The Lord Jesus Christ will judge every soul that ever lived, including Muhammad. Oh, fuck. Do you fear the Lord Jesus Christ? You should.
I'm good.
And then it's just the heaven or hell thing.
Fear Jesus, which is able to destroy both your soul and body in hell, which is a dick move on his part. Jesus Christ to be your personal savior and dearest friend, or your deadliest enemy. Take your pick. Heaven or hell, the choice is yours.
Take pick.
Hell.
I guess so. I guess. We don't have much of a choice anyway. We're doomed.
I'm not a big fan of dictatorships, even if they're cosmic dictatorships, so... You know. You don't want someone just to do the stuff? No, not particularly.
But when the government does stuff,
that's socialism.
Well, maybe for you. Janae, thank you so much for the $1.49. Is that a peach? Is that an ass?
I think that's an ass.
It's a big ass right there. Thank you so much. So that's the end of the chick tract. What do we take out of this? Racism.
Chick publications is incredibly hypocritical and
true.
If you're watching this on YouTube later, all our links are in the description. Look at them.
There they are.
Click them.
I forgot.
Love them.